Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Brain Evolved channel. So we have a really fun video for you today. We are going to talk about some of the biggest myths about the brain, and we're going to expose some surprising truths. For example, have you ever heard that we only use 10% of our brain? Or do you think that damage to our brain is permanent? Well, stick around to find out the answers to these questions and to a couple of others as we talk about 5 different popular myths and truths about our brain. All right, up first, number 1, we only use 10% of our brain. So this idea has been popularized a lot in just media in general and even in self-help books. But do you think it's true? Well, modern neuroimaging shows us that this is a big old myth. In fact, nearly every part of your brain has a part to play in just about everything, including sleep. Every region is busy processing, controlling, communicating, doing so many more things than we originally even thought. So the idea that we use only 10% of our brain is definitely a myth. All right, number 2, that we have about 6,000 thoughts per day. So you might need to think about this for a minute, and I guess that's kind of thinking about thinking, which might be a little meta, but do you think 6,000 thoughts in a day? Well, it might blow your mind to find it out, but it is actually true. We have about 6,000 thoughts per day. And the way we figured this out is that researchers developed this new technique to take a look at something that they call a thought worm. Thought words are consecutive moments focused on the same idea that we take to consider as a single thought. So using this definition and some fMRI technology, they were able to estimate that we have about 6,000 thoughts per day. Who knew? Number 3, your memory works like a video recorder. So what do you think? Does your mind record like a camera that you can play back later on? Well, this is actually a myth. While many of us imagine our memory as this flawless video capture that gets every detail correct, it's just not the case. In reality, every time that we recall a memory, our brain kind of reconstructs it, and sometimes it loses or changes details during this reconstruction process. This means that our recollections are more like stories that each time they're told get a little bit of a creative spin put on it. And this is why things like eyewitness testimony can often be called into question. Because not only is our memory inherently inaccurate, but especially during times of stress or anxiety, it is even more likely for this to be the case. Number 4, brain games can significantly boost your intelligence. So what do we think about this one? Has anybody ever played a brain game before? If not, I'm sure at least all of us have seen advertisements for brain type games that say they can turn you into a genius overnight or improve the age of your brain by decades with just a few plays. And while they can improve specific skills when they are designed correctly, they really can't do much to boost overall intelligence in any significant way. And if you truly want to see an impact on your daily life, you're going to need to do more things than just play brain games. You really need a mix of different types of brain training, like physical exercise, stress relief, socioeducational, diet, sleep, all of those kinds of things. These are all the kinds of interventions that we use in the latest research technique, which we call multi-domain training. And of course, if you ever want to learn more about multi-domain training, please be sure to check out our website, brainevolved.com. All right, and our last one today at number 5 is that brain damage is always permanent. And this can be any kind of brain damage, whether it's from a physical injury like a fall or damage from something like a stroke. In general, these substantial injuries can have lasting impact, and they usually do have lasting impact on our brain. However, our brain also possesses this really great ability or phenomenon that we call neuroplasticity. And neuroplasticity basically means that the brain can change and adapt. It can rewire itself, form new connections so that we can learn to do things that we used to know how to do again, just maybe in a different way. And this is how some people are able to recover functions after severe brain injury. And research studies show that proper rehabilitation and cognitive training is associated with an improved likelihood of regaining abilities. So there you go. We have our 5 popular myths and facts sorted out for you. Everything from the myth that we only use 10% of our brain to the incredible truth that we have 6,000 thoughts per day. Science continues to reveal the amazing potential of our minds. So which one of these myths or truths surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you can keep up with all of the great brain health content that we post. Thanks for watching, and remember, your brain is more powerful than you think.